Monkey. No, I'm not talking about the type of mammal that swings from trees and eats bananas like you might think. If you watched my speech video from Speaking Assignment 4, you'll hopefully remember that Monkey is the name of the first Santa Gertrudis bull that was bred here in King Ranch in Texas. Today, I plan to give a recap on the breed as a whole, the benefits of raising Santa Gertrudis from a commercial cattleman's point of view, and compare the breed to others that are often raised here in South Texas. Monkey was recognized easily as the best calf on the ranch, from the perfect cross of 3/8 Brahman and 5/8 Shorthorn in his blood. His deep cherry red color, along with his hardiness and good disposition, was passed down to his offspring, who carried the same greatness of the Santa Gertrudis breed. When 1940 finally rolled around, the USDA recognizes Santa Gertrudis as an official breed, who is now referred to as America's original beef breed. When driving around in the country, you can easily spot Santa Gertrudis anywhere you look. Just look for the red coat, which is a little bit saggy, and the fairly large ears. They also have a tiny bit of a hump on their neck from their Brahman blood, and are very big-statured and heavy-muscled. Now, if any of you were looking to buy cattle to put on your land, which kind would you choose? If you don't know too much about cattle, you may shop around for the prettiest ones, or maybe even the cheapest. More experienced ranchers, however, know that those two things aren't necessarily what makes the best breed to survive on the land for a profit. When asked why they utilize Santa Gertrudis genetics in their herd, commercial cattlemen will automatically tell you that their versatility is unbeatable. The breed was developed to be hardy and able to survive in the brush country that South Texas possessed. They not only thrive in humid and hot weather conditions along the coast, but are also disease and insect resistant, making the process of upkeep of the herd much easier and cheaper on the rancher. The biggest selling point of Santa Gertrudis cattle is their excellent females. From the very beginning, Santa Gertrudis females are early maturing and very fertile, just about guaranteeing a calf within their first 2 years of life. Santa Gertrudis produce a low birth weight calf, which eliminates any difficulties calving, which then could result in the death of a calf. After birth, Santa Gertrudis females are very nurturing to their young and very protective. They have an excellent milk production for their calf to grow quickly, so that ranchers can therefore wean a heavy calf off their mother to get out and breeding. To round it all off, these females produce their calves up until their 18th year of life, making them a very good lasting breed for commercial raising. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Santa Gertrudis steers that are sent to slaughter are economical for the rancher as they produce a very high-quality carcass. These calves can gain an extraordinary amount of weight in the few months that they are at the feedlot before slaughter, which is ultimately better for both businesses and the American people. Santa Gertrudis bulls are very heavy-muscled and still pass on the great genetics that Monkey did to them, and trust me, they use their abundant fertility to the best of their ability. Having such fertile bulls is a must for commercial businesses, as reproducing is what makes the ultimate profit for money for the ranchers and meat for the consumers. No matter where you put them, Santa Gertrudis cattle will find a way to survive and reproduce, making them great cattle to cross with any other breed. The breed's efficiency as feeders and outstanding carcass traits highlight the fact that Santa Gertrudis cattle are competitive and profitable in every part of the cattle ranching industry. Angus is a breed of cattle that is commonly raised here in Texas, but to me, they don't quite live up to the Santa Gertrudis breed. Angus cattle are black, which does cause them to get warmer faster, especially in our humid summers. They also prove to be a little bit smaller than Santa Gertrudis, so the ones that are sent to the feedlot don't produce as much meat. On the reproductive side, however, Angus cattle typically are of decent size and they mature fairly fast, and they prove to be good mothers. Another breed commonly used here in South Texas are the Brafords. This breed is a cross of Brahman and Hereford cattle, which creates another very hardy breed to survive here in these conditions. These cattle put even less meat on their bones, which makes them insufficient for selling for their meat. They are excellent breeders, however, and produce very protective mothers. However, the mothers can become fairly violent when their young is threatened, which can ultimately be dangerous for their owners. Even though these aren't all of the breeds used in Texas, these two are the big ones, other than Santa Gertrudis, of course. These two breeds are cheaper to buy, but overall do not compare to all of the advantages of the Santa Gertrudis breed. They do have some of the same traits, but the qualities of those traits tend to be higher in Santa Gertrudis cattle, therefore making them the breed that ranchers want to crossbreed all of their cattle to. So, after what you've just learned, what type of cattle would you put on your ranch now? Hopefully the answer would be Santa Gertrudis. I encourage each of you to raise them if the opportunity arises, as you won't find a more versatile and profitable breed in the world. If it comes down to it, this breed will survive the impossible, all due to their exceptional traits passed down from their great herd sire, Monkey.